Hello again, Russell Mark here from Go Shooting. This topic is sure to cause some debate. Today we're going to try and understand if temperature affects the breakability of clay targets. This was suggested to me from one of our YouTube channel subscribers in the northern parts of the USA. His name's Mike.
And right now, Mike is probably shooting in weather something like this.
First, let's put some targets in the freezer. We'll try this for about 3 hours.
These are standard pitch-based American white flyer targets.
Now it's a hot January day here in Australia. I'm going to lay these targets in the sun for the same amount of time. It's 39 degrees Celsius here today, which is just over 100 degrees in Fahrenheit. And finally, let's just leave some here at room temperature. And the room temperature in here today is 23 degrees Celsius or 73 degrees Fahrenheit. With the help of this ISSF target breakability measuring device, let's see if extreme temperatures do indeed have an effect on how much force is needed to shatter a clay target. This will measure the torque needed to crack the target measured in Newton meters. So let's see what our target at room temperature actually cracks at. At the moment that's at 0.3 of a Newton meter. So let's keep winding it up. Wind it up one more, 0.35. Up to 0.4, 0.45, up to 5, 0.55, up to 0.6 I should say, and it cracked at 0.6. And there's the device measuring torque, measuring 0.6 of a Newton meter. So we'll do another one just to check. We'll take that one out. There's the broken target. Put a new one in. We'll set the device up. Everything's done. We'll wind this back to, we'll start at 0.4. Sorry, that was 0.45, now 0.5. 0.55. 0.6, where the other one cracked. And this one cracks as well. So very consistent, 0.6 on both. Let's go and get one out of the fridge. Okay, it's been 3 hours. Our targets should be well and truly frozen. Let's just write on these exactly what they are. 0 or 32 degrees Fahrenheit for our North American friends. So let's test it. So we'll wind back our measuring device, plug our frozen target in, set it all up. Make sure everything's tight. So we'll keep winding it up. Our first one now, that was 0.4 up to 0.45. We're at 5. Up to 0.55. Okay, so the ones at room temperature broke at this point, 0.6. Didn't break. 0.65. 0.65, just slightly higher. Let's just quickly try another target while it's still frozen. Slightly more, but we'll give it the benefit of the doubt. We'll do 2 of these. I'll just wind it back a few so we can gradually build the torque. So now that is up to 0.45, up to 0.5, 0.55, 0.6. It actually just snapped then. It snapped then. So at 0.6 and 0.65, it absolutely shatters the target. So really no difference. The cold weather didn't do a thing to either of those targets. Okay, let's go get the one out of the hot sun. 0.6, 0.65. Let's see if the sun does anything. Our clay targets should be well and truly baked in this 39 degrees Celsius temperature. Let's go see how they break. So let's just make sure that we get all of these right. 39 degrees Celsius, 102 degrees Fahrenheit. So let's put it in our device, lock it up nice and tight. So the targets at room temperature broke at 0.6 of a Newton meter. The target out of the freezer broke, one of them broke at 0.6, one of them at 0.65. Make sure we wind that back a little bit so we've got some room to move. Let's see what it breaks at. All right, so that now is 0.5 of a Newton meter. Nothing. 0.55. Nothing. 0.6. 0.65, 0.7, just started to break, 0.75, and it cracked. All right, 0.75, a little bit stronger. Let's just go and put our other one in just to make sure. So a little bit stronger, but not significantly. Tighten it all up. Wind this back a little. All right. So that is at now 0.45, 0.5, 0.55. 0.55. So we've got one at 0.75 and one at 0.55. So where do we go from here? So we can see from this simple test that indeed extreme temperatures really don't have much of an effect. What does that all mean? Well, my first bit of advice would be if you're shooting in a few feet of snow or temperatures that'd fry an egg on a sidewalk, then pack up and go to the pub. I have no doubt that in colder weather, ballistically, your shot shells may perform differently, and clay targets always seem easy to break in warmer weather. But this test really doesn't prove that the target itself is harder to break. The debate will continue to rage. As always, I look forward to seeing you at a go shooting range really soon.